like social media is addictive. This is like the only downside is really pictures aren't everything, right? Like you meet someone in person, there's an energy you pick up on, and it's like pictures don't matter. You don't really count for voice, and then they have that voice feature, but that always feels weird,
To send a voice note to somebody that you've never met.
Ugh, it's creepy. Worse than a dick pic.
But exclusively for the reason of trying to get someone to think that you're cool or sexy, and then how many times you re-record it or change the tone of your voice in order to be more sultry than you actually are. I don't know. I've never used the voice note message.
Are you single?
I am.
And are you cleaning up Raya right now?
I'd spend a little bit of time on Raya, but even that, it just feels like Pokemon trading card game, but virtual. And it's like, well, you've got it. The admin of being single is so fucking arduous. Dude, like, if you've spent all day working and sending emails backwards and forwards, then going into your private life and go, oh, well, you better deal with the dating admin. That doesn't exactly feel like a fulfilling way to spend an evening.
Yeah, and you get caught up in the texts, and you have multiple, and then you have the dates, and they get repetitive and boring. And I think those apps are shallow because you're leading with the pictures, so you're going with who you find most attractive, more than most interesting a lot of the time. And then you're on the date, and you're like, this chick sucks.
You're pretty, but
I
don't care at all.
You're coming from podcast, therapy, then you go on a date. You're like, I got to carry this shit too? I got to bring the heat on the date? What the hell? I'm tired.
Well, I think that's definitely a byproduct of growing up, that getting a little bit older as a guy, that girls that are pretty but not that interesting, you're like, I can't do this. You're
tired.
I can't do this. It doesn't really matter how pretty you are because it's mind-numbing.
Yeah.
If there's nothing else.
But that's why everyone wants to meet in person, but the apps are just so addictive. But meeting in person is better always because you get to know somebody. A couple of relations I've been in, we kind of got to know each other over FaceTime because it was just someone I kind of knew a little bit before, and they lived in another state. So we talk on FaceTime. So I really got to know them before we even had sex, which I was like, holy shit, this is so different than what I'm accustomed to. But maybe that's why I dated
just like
them.
my grandfather did.
Yeah.